Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a mid-month for the month of December Tarot Oracle reading. And Libra, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Libra, we still all have a little bit of Libra in us. If you have your birth chart, which house is Libra in? That is where this energy shows up for you. My goal is to provide valuable information to empower you. I already have shuffled and washed the cards. I am just going to give them a quick cut here. And we will begin this reading with the underlying energy at the bottom of the deck. And we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is the perfect card for today because as I'm doing this reading, it's December 4th, and we do have a full moon in Gemini tonight. And the High Priestess, she follows the cycles of the moon. She's very close to God, right, sitting next to him on her throne. And this is, she is sitting in between two extremes, like evil and good, and positive, negative, that kind of energy. So these two extremes, she knows if she can use her intuition and figure out, be neutral to these two extremes, then she can be neutral to anywhere in the middle there. And you see at the bottom, there's a crescent moon here. And that indicates that she does follow the cycles of the moon. And this is the underlying energy for the reading. So the full moon is definitely, I mean, it can be felt already. It's a very powerful, it's a cold moon. And it is like a super moon. So the energy, you probably are feeling it about 3 days before and 3 days after. And so this reading will probably come out in a couple days from the December 4th. The underlying energy for the internal dynamics, the internal forces within you is the Five of Swords. Yeah, this is not surprising energy for being in a full moon. It's kind of like a feeling of like having a lot of inner battle is what I'm getting. This person, it represents 3 different versions of this person. And it can also represent the subconscious, the unconscious, and the conscious mind. And having to really take control of your mind, especially you notice the water's getting really rough here. And that's an indication that the emotions are rough, which is really, really common on a full moon. So I feel like this reading is so far about using your intuition and to calm your mind. Like, so you're going to have to take control of your mind to be able to get to your intuition, like quiet your mind, get to your intuition so that you can receive the insight. The full moon is a wonderful time for releasing what no longer works for you. It's the end of the cycle before the new moon comes. The new moon will be here on the 20th of November. I have done a full moon bonus reading, and if I have time, I'm going to do the new moon one. It's around the 20th of December, just because this energy has been really coming up a lot. And because we're at the end of a year here, it's really feeling like it's significant energy. It's affecting everybody. So the internal, this is a good card, the internal boundaries. So the internal forces are what keeps you laying awake at night saying, what if I do this? What if I do that? What if so-and-so does this? That kind of what if, internal forces. And so these are things this is what you can control in this bottom part of my spread. So you have, it's starting off good. You have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is sitting on his throne. And he's focused, like he's well known for being an authority figure when it comes to finances. Could be someone like a financial advisor, a CEO of a company, head financial advisor for the company. It could be, mortgage brokers, that kind of energy, like someone with authority dealing with money. It could be lawyers, and even, I guess, so far as judges. So, but the energy, the pentacles do represent coin, but this also represent abundance in all ways. So it's talking about abundance on the third dimensional plane, and it is talking about health, wealth, and happiness. The ability to do and have what you want, because you're the King of Pentacles. Yeah, and then you're on. It feels like this is you're on your divine path. So this is really awesome energy, really powerful energy, because this is the Chariot, and the Chariot is representing that there's change, and that's very common, like on the full moon also. You'll notice there's no reins in the Chariot here. It's moving forward, and it's because you're on your divine path. There's no need for reins. The black and white, sometimes this represents the energy of law and order. Like in the old days, police cars were black and whites. They used to call them black and whites. And this energy is also talking about, if you notice the horizontal stripes here, in the energetically, when you see horizontal stripes cause a weakness in energy, and the vertical stripes are like a strong energy. And so in the old days, they used to put people who were prisoners in jail in horizontally striped black and white uniforms, because that would weaken their energy. And the vertical lines represent something like a pinstripe suit. So just automatically, human beings, when they see vertical stripes, it strengthens your energy. It puts you in alignment. And when you see horizontal, it breaks the energy up and weakens the energy. So I'm just getting, there's something about that here, about pinstripe suits versus being put in jail. That's quite a difference. And then we have the Pentacles. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knights represent communication coming in. The Knights used to work for the kings and for the court, and they would deliver messages back and forth, and protect the palace, etc. And this is the slowest moving of all the Knights. So this information that's coming in the old days, this would definitely be a male, and like probably 21 and younger, 21 to 35 sort of energy. But bringing in a message, it could be like an apprentice that works for the financial advisors, something like that. This energy is, like I said, it's the slowest moving. So he's surveying the territory, and it's kind of like he doesn't know. He looks kind of like, oh, which way should I go here? And it's kind of like an energy of don't take too long, or the message won't get there on time. But he's just sitting there contemplating. His horse is actually at a standstill. So that's the kind of energy. And so the Knight and the King are both archetypes. So any of the people represented in the tarot are archetypes. So this could actually be a woman in her masculine energy. And these days now, this could also be a woman in her masculine energy. And they've come in with a message. So the message isn't likely to come in by horse, but it could come in by text or a phone call, an email, a social post, something like that. And we have the Two of Cups, which is the soulmates card. So it feels like a soulmate can be, and quite often is, a romantic partner that is like really a really good companion for each other. It can also represent one person that is is in communication with their higher self, and so they're strong intuitively, which could be also what's going on here. So this energy is talking about needing to use your intuition, and like the swords represent your intellect. in combination. It could also be about that. So we'll see. It's that when the soulmate card comes up, it means you're in alignment with something. So the King of Swords is coming in here now also. So we have two kings, the Pentacles now, and now the Swords. So the King of Swords is also an authority figure, and he is most likely someone who's very well educated, uses words to, earn his living, basically. So this is someone that quite often could be like into like a political figure. It could be like representing government. I was just looking at that red tape. So it's kind of like that kind of energy. It's somebody that is really good with words, and the King of Swords is he understands that talk is cheap and actions do speak louder than words, but he prefers to use his words. He understands that words can be used as a weapon rather than, using his fists. And so that could be representing this kind of energy here. Let's see what else is coming up. The Hierophant. All right, so it feels like we have, I think it was just in the Virgo reading that we had, or the Leo, that we had the King of Swords show up. And it was about justice. And we have this law and order here again. And the Hierophant also represents law and order. And so the Hierophant is about spiritual blessings that come down to earth. And the Hierophant is also a major authority figure. He would be like the head of the church, or a highly regarded spiritual figure. And the King of Swords and him together both represent law and order and authority. So this could be a communication that's coming in regarding some money and a legal situation. And this might have been in the courts for a while, because we have this energy of, there's three different versions of this person. And it's just, if you look at the clouds, they're so jagged looking. And like here, they're fluffy and they're in the background. So whatever this energy was, I feel like there was some sort of law and order brought in, because we've got both the King of Swords here representing an authority figure on the 3D, and the Hierophant, who's representing like traditional structure, and his hand is in a blessing. So whatever this is about, it's a blessing coming in because of law and order and traditional structure, which quite often represents the courts, like judges, that kind of energy, like someone that judges and brings down the judgment down to earth. So this King of Pentacles actually represents your self-identity, like your self-image of who you are. And then, so it's the King of Pentacles being like, you feel like you're like a well-respected somebody that is known to be good at business, that kind of energy in the community. And then this is about your self-worth. So if you're on your path, it could be that you're like, it could be that the King of Pentacles is also the Hierophant and the King of Swords together, because this energy is saying that there was some sort of, in the internal dynamics, there's three different versions of this person. So I don't know if something happened here and now some information has been coming in regarding two people, two cups here, and this, or one person in alignment with themselves now, whether they were out of alignment before. But this represents you coming in, like this represents real fast movement, and this represents this money coming in very slowly. So it feels like there was a decision made about something and it came in, but like there's been a delay in having it put in alignment. And so perhaps the King of Swords and the Hierophant now have got to figure out why this energy is being delayed and make sure that it gets through to where it's supposed to go. We'll look at this a little bit more here. Okay, yeah, the judgment. So they've made a judgment, or they're making a judgment right now. And this is the energy that just keeps coming up over and over again right now. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that not only are we moving into the last, we've just moved into the last month of the year, but we're moving into the new year also. And 2025 is like, that adds up. 2 + 2 + 5 is 9, and that's like the end of a cycle. It's the end of, and we're going to move into new. And 2026 is, it adds up to 10. And that is like a 1. 1 + 0 = 1. So that's like a whole new beginning, a whole different way. And I feel like maybe this money from this court order has not, for some reason, it hasn't reached where it's supposed to go. And it's caused, and perhaps it's to this couple that it's supposed to go to. Or this could represent you in your energy of being in alignment with your higher self to get the information you need to get this moving and get a judgment so that you receive what is owed to you. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up. And this judgment is coming in from above, from God himself on a spiritual level, and then that comes down to earth, and that's when it went to court and a decision was made, law and order was in place, and it was within your, like, it's your destiny to receive this. The ancestors are here, and they are, this card has been coming up where the ancestors want, they want justice, and this is them coming out of the boxes here, which could represent coffins, and they are, this can like be a skeletons coming out of the closet, or it can be like the energy of Pandora's box, like something has been discovered. And I feel like it was already put in place, but now for some reason it just didn't get there, and they've had to kind of make the judgment again and maybe bring in different people. So take it where it feels the strongest for you, recognizing that the Hierophant and the King of Swords could also be female, just as the King of, like, there's a lot of masculine energy here though. The only real feminine energy here is the High Priestess. And that's, so this is all logical things being put in order, Libra type energy, justice. Libra energy holds the scales of justice. So let's see what some more. Okay, so we have the Pentacles here now. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So that is a lot of money. There's only 10 Pentacle card in the tarot is the highest, other than the face cards. So, but this is showing like the ratio of knowing what to give and what to take. And I feel like it's like saying the money hasn't been allocated properly. So there's 3 here in the bush, and those pentacles are behind her. So those are pentacles that she's willing to give up, that she's maybe donating, or like it could be for charity or whatever. And then the 6 that she's got in her hand are the ones that she needs to keep for herself to be able to keep going. And this falcon represents being able to see the big picture, and like the High Priestess energy, being able to use your intuition and your insight to be able to get to the truth. And these are the external forces. So the judgment is not within your bounds. The judgment is coming from external forces, that you have control over this, which is really good, because if you're in a legal battle at this time, you know, you're in a good position. You've got like the Hierophant and the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles on your side. You've got the Chariot, like saying this needs to be taken care of. It's been taking too long. And you have the soulmates. So this is like saying that you're in good standing here. Let's see. And even this card, this is the 369 is something that Nikola Tesla talks about. The 369, if you knew the beauty of the 369, you would have the key to the universe. And that's the kind of understanding how much to give and take, how much to pay people, what is fair, what is the right judgment. Victory. So this action, whatever this action is going to bring victory to you. And I'm just getting it has required, it's been a bit of a battle of wills within you to be able to, you know, go through all this and withstand it and come out of it like victorious, because it's been a long time in the making. Like this energy is talking about, here, the communication, waiting and waiting and waiting for this communication. Since you were young, even if you didn't know about it, this communication should have come in when you were younger. And that's maybe why the ancestors are wanting a judgment here. And this is like your emotional foundation. So I feel like in some ways, this energy is talking about your higher self and your, like your aware self, being your conscious mind, and your higher self, your intuitive energy and your logic coming together to be able to figure this out, what was going on. And this is about being creative, and this can also be romance. So this could be someone coming into your life that is a romantic partner. And then this is about, the Hierophant is about how you're living your life now and how this money will change that. That's the energy I'm getting. So the action that's being taken here is going to cause victory for you. And you've been able to rein in your emotions, and that's been very beneficial. This is about money that you've worked hard for, or your ancestors have worked hard for. This is about this card is about this is the only one where the person is actually working on the coin itself. So this is about making money, and this is about putting a lot of work, very focused, hard work to be able to make all this money. And this card can sometimes represent money laundering, forgery, or that, because it's like actually making money, if you know, like, and so it can be like dirty money. That maybe somehow you didn't receive that you should have. And then we've got the Knight of Swords coming in, and the Knight of Swords is in a hurry. And this is coming from external forces with a message, and he's in a real hurry. He's stressed out. This could be someone bringing a message to you, bringing a message to the Hierophant and the King of Swords, or it could be bringing a message to whoever was the person that took this money is the energy that's coming in, because maybe the communication now is coming in that the Hierophant and the King of Swords have come to a judgment, and the judgment is on the external forces to make this right. This energy has been coming up a lot. And then the Page of Cups comes in. And this, I'm pretty sure this was just the could have been Virgo or Leo energy. But this is a message about something fishy. That's what I'm getting, like in this cup. I feel like intuitively you recognized there was something fishy and looked into it more, and maybe got a lawyer and had something looked into, and found out that somewhere there's some money owed you. Maybe someone cooked the books is what I'm getting, instead of cooking supper. I'm not sure exactly, but and then we have another message coming in, and now it's about this action, about the victory of this energy coming in now, this judgment being made by the Hierophant and the King of Swords, is now changing the scope, and whatever was fishy is now being brought back down into this energy here, to the King of Pentacles. So this energy, the Knight of Wands is like a rebel with a cause, and it's that energy of, like, he's not, you can see he's not stressed out. He's bringing this, he's bringing this information to the King of Pentacles about what's happened here. And so I feel like justice is being served. The judgment has been made. This is a rebel with a cause, and it's an energy of, like, you can see how he's reining his horse in, and the horse is rearing up, but it's not like, like this. Like, his horse doesn't look stressed out. His horse just looks like it wants to go. It's time for action is what's coming up. So let's see what this is about. I'd like to clarify this because it keeps coming up in the readings. And so this could be like on a global scale, this happening, but I feel like this is also like on a personal level. Like it's about, some sort of energy that's affecting more than just like one person. I feel like it's maybe something, a class action suit, something like that. It could be something like that. And so if you're enjoying this reading, please do like and comment. It really does help me to build my channel, and I really appreciate it. And I'm going to clarify now with my, there it goes, my oracle cards. And the oracle is Tales from the Vector. And it is courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. And I started it in 2007. There were 64 paintings that I completed in 2020. I've had the cards out and about, but I didn't have all the paintings at that time when I was at psychic fairs, etc., seminars. And now I am gathering the information because I have it. I'm getting ready to print the deck, but I want to make sure I have the information correct for the book that goes with it. And so the card that came out here to clarify the energy from the High Priestess is about the challenges being possibilities that are disguised as challenges. It's about responsibility and ambition. And Capricorn energy, it's like the mountain goat climbing the mountain to get to the top and to get what is owed, basically. It's about having the ambition to get this in order. I just want to mention also that the numbers here are the numbers on my website, talesfromthevector.com. That's TAILS from thevector.com. So you can go look them up after. I will have in the description below them in the order that they appear here so that you can look them up if you're interested. And there's some more information there that you might find empowering. So the internal forces is dissemination of information. So whatever happened here, the external forces that were at play really believed their own press, and they believed that they could get away with this, whatever this was, and then it got caught. And it got caught, I feel, because of you using your intuition. And it's interesting because the full moon at the end of the year, and it's a super moon, and it's a cold moon. I just feel like what a perfect time to release this information. So I feel like it's coming in pretty soon here. And yeah, and look we have the moon on the king here. So like the High Priestess follows the cycles of the moon. We have a full moon, and this is reckless abandon. This is like if you can discipline your mind to like rein in your emotions so that you can have victory, then you will be able to have reckless abandon. That's W-R-E-C-K if you're just listening. And so reckless abandon is the freedom to be able to do what you want to do because you disciplined your mind. And when you discipline your mind and you quiet your mind, then you can use your intuition. So you can ask the question, a logical question with your mind, and then quiet the mind so that you can intuitively feel like what's going on here. And then when you get that answer that you feel is the strongest answer for you to move forward with, then you take logical, consistent steps of action, like the mountain goat climbing a mountain. And there was abuse of power, is what this is saying. So, and there's karma here, and the ancestors are wanting, they want justice. And it does feel like this has something to do with law and order. So on the physical level, we have you, Libra, coming out as a mature adult. This is about whether you, expectations. So there may have been times where you felt like this was not going to, this energy was not going to ever get resolved, because you expected it to happen in a certain way. And also it's saying that the external forces that were at play had expectations of how it was playing out, and they did not anticipate this happening. You did, like when you're on your destined path, you can anticipate your future rather than have expectations. Expectations create limitations. Then the need to be right. And so do you need to be right? Or like in this case, you do need to be right, so that you can get what is in judgment here. And so I feel like in this case, you did need to be right. So you're not making a mountain out of a molehill. But I feel this is going to bring you a lot of happiness. When this is over, it'll be a relief, a major relief. The Virgo energy is coming in. So Virgo is about analytical critique. So like I feel like going through the paperwork, I felt like there was a lot of red tape going through all of that. So being able to analyze the data so that you could come to the truth is what's coming up. And the Mercury retrograde ended at the end of November. And that's famous for communication getting slowed down or being scrambled, and dissemination of information, like not being able to, people talking in like political speak is what, like a lot of words being used, but the understanding underneath it is not clear. And I feel like at the end of November, when Mercury went back into like direct, that the communication is becoming more clear. And so all of this energy that's been bottled up, I really do feel it's going to be released. Like today is the energy like from the full moon, but that has like, a good week window. And it may show up on the physical realm, like at the new moon, which is around the 20th of December, right before Christmas. So the Hierophant, this is another karmic space, lack of awareness. So this is missed opportunities that you've had if this money was something that you were supposed to be given when you were younger, because it was in that position here, your emotional foundation from your youth and your communication in your early life. So this has caused lack of like maybe possibly you missed opportunities. But I feel like part of this judgment, because it's coming down from the spiritual to the physical, is going to account for that, and you'll be compensated. And there's an Emperor. So this is about performance. So I feel like, yeah, this is being taken care of. The Emperor is like all four kings rolled into one, and making sure the job gets done, that this judgment comes through and it's taken care of. And then there's denial. So this is what I don't know won't hurt me. Yeah, it's talking again about You may not have even realized that it's not hurting you because you had a lack of awareness, but there was some energy here for sure that I feel like somebody kept the Six of Pentacles and maybe you only got 3 and you were supposed to get 9. So that's quite a difference. It's that kind of energy. And so on the victory, we have the shooting star. So this is about having a good attitude, to be able to be patient enough to bring this through, and to keep like a, like not let your emotions get away from you so that you wouldn't be able to, that you would give up before, because it feels like it's been a long time in the making. But look at justice is here, right on all that hard work, redemption. So this is also because we have abuse of power, the need to be right, and lack of awareness coming out as karmic spaces. And so this is about the karma being cleared from that energy. Definitely there's some sort of justice that happened that needs to be cleared. And then this is here about, this is elevate versus conquer. And so this energy is like, Scorpio is one of the strongest energy for uniting people and in a common cause. So it may have taken quite a bit to bring this in, but or this is representing the external forces that took the money, and instead of elevating themselves in their career, because that's in the career position. Hold on, my cat is climbing me with her claws. No. You can't do that. You have to sit nice on my lap, or you have to go on the floor. That's a good girl. So this energy, I feel, is representing, because it looks stressed out, the people that were involved have been caught. And it's something about, because this money, it's right on the making money. And I think the ancestors worked very hard for this. And maybe it was, I don't know, some sort of scheme or whatever, but now the people that took the money have gotten the message that, hey, this ruling is coming in and we're all up Shift Creek. Basically, up Shift Creek without a paddle. And I really feel that their pride got them in their way. For some reason, they felt that it was okay to do this, that they would get away with it. And this card represents... sometimes, if you think about in 2020, we moved from the age of Pisces, which we had been in for thousands of years, and we moved into the energy of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. And it's like a fish out of water. Things are done differently now. There's new people, the old Piscean energy, the old boys club. It's like 2 fish tied together at the tail, swimming in different directions. And that's the kind of energy that's been put to an end, the fishy. And for a lot of people, this energy is really the way the age of Aquarius is coming in with all the AI. That can be used to find, it really cracks systems. And the Virgo energy is coming in about anal criticism versus analytical critique. And I feel like that's that Aquarian energy of being able to feed the information into computer and figure out where did this money really go and why, or someone's name popped up out of nowhere. It feels like it was due to the AI, the technology that we have now that maybe we didn't have even a decade ago, bringing in this justice. And then the trauma queen. So there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of drama around this. It's kind of the energy is now that this has come in, it's fight or flight. There's a lot of people panicking. There's a lot of people in this energy, more in this energy because of this energy. So the good news is that justice is always the truth will set you free. And the ancestors are thrilled because the justice is here, and I'm getting that they've been waiting for justice regarding this for more than one generation. And so, yeah, it was an interesting read, Libra, and you're the sign of justice. So you showed up here, and you showed up here. Like, comment, and consider subscribing if you resonate with the energy of the channel. I would be an honor to have you do so. And I will bring another reading to you for sure for the end of the month, Libra. But I probably watch for a bonus reading for the new moon, like a few days before December 20th. If I have time, I will do that. Bye for now. Yeah.